Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Yes, what you need to know. I've got the Divine Collective and Master Jesus with me today. And wow, we're in for a really delicious awareness today. And it's really what it's all about, isn't it? Awareness, knowing, being. Hi, Louise. How are you? It's a beautiful day here in Toronto. So there's about a 1.5 minute lag between what I'm actually saying and what you're actually hearing, just so that you're aware of that. Um, so I'm actually 1.5 minutes ahead of everybody. But it's really important during this time, these times we're in right now, this massive change in the global, social, political, religious, economic systems that are going through this massive change right now. It is so important that you understand what you need to know right now, what we all need to know. The most important thing Master Jesus says is it's really important that you know who and what you really are. Not what you think you are, not what you fantasize about being, but what you actually truly are. This is what we need to know. He says we have to know this. Who are you? And we're going to get right into that reality about what that is. And we're going to walk through a slight micro process for recalling and reconnecting to what that is. And tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday, the guided meditation will also be with Master Jesus. And it's going to be from the process of who you are, of experiencing, feeling, radiating what you are. And ultimately, we know that we all hear, oh, you are love, you are light, you are, we hear these words, but the words do not give you the truth of the meaning of what you are. And you need to know, this is what you need to know, what and who you are. Not who you think you are, not who you think other people have told you that you are, not who you remember you are, but who you actually are. And he says it's very simple. If you can stop your thinking mind, if you can stop your thinking mind long enough to experience what you are, you will understand that what you are is a vibration. And this vibration is very pleasing. It is very liberating. It transcends the restrictions and limitations of matter and time and space. So what you need to know is who are you. This is what we all need to know. And the word love, the word light are descriptors, but they do not let you know what they describe. Only you, through the experience of that self that you are. And I want to tell you something about the self that you are. The self that you really are does not have limitations or restrictions. The self that you are, not the one you pretend to be in that personality, but the one that you really are, has no limitations. When you begin to feel as you are, you will begin to liberate yourself from what you think, and also from the interpretations and impositions of other people's ideologies about who they think you are. Getting to this vibration that you are, as we communicate with you today, there is a level of intensity, a level of vitality that we all reside in this place naturally. We are all resident in this place always, with the exception that our awareness digresses away from where you are in this present moment. And in this present moment, you can know thyself. You can align yourself to feelings of absolute freedom and joy. The word love, the word joy, the word freedom do not do full justice to the nature of what you are. It must be experienced. And so in your pursuit of finding yourself, you actually look outside of where you need to actually be in order to know that which you are seeking, which is what you already are. This vibrational essence of yourself, this place that is not separate from all things, but aware of itself, undivided, unlimited, yes, creative potential, unbound, but it must be unbound. And your mind cannot unbind it, and your memory cannot unbind it. None can unbind it for you, but you may for yourself. It is so important that you understand that your ability is not something to be acquired. The knowledge, the knowing is not something to be pursued. It is something that is evident in what you are in this moment, in the being of this moment. Are you willing and able to surrender your pursuit of something more than what you already are? The things of this world may be pleasing to the body, but they are restricting to who you are. And if you are truly who you are, then the things of this world will be in greater measure for you automatically. Just as the economy of your body will organize the needs of any part of itself spontaneously, so too will this world organize itself to you as you are yourself. Are you being yourself? And can you observe the organization of matter on your behalf just by the nature of your being? Many of you are trying to organize matter through your body rather than letting your spirit do the work for you, which is the natural way. As you allow your blood to nourish the different organs in your body, you do not think about this. If you understand the freedom that is what you are, you will be limited only by matter if you choose to be identifying with it. But in the awareness of what you are free from matter and freed by matter, for it will yield itself unrelentingly to you. Whatever it is, you will choose to give your attention to. As you believe, so it is. And there is not one amongst you that can look around you and deny that what is around you is because of what is within you. What you choose to be or believe is around you. Being able to take the time to step back gently from this world, from your eyes and your ears and your nose, your senses, to step back gently from them, to be in that nameless place of what you are, to feel the unrestricted nature of your limitless awareness without being localized by it to any one thing, thought, or act. But know that whatever things, thoughts, and acts you give your attention to, you will give life to. For you are the resurrection and the life. It is what you are. And I am very inclusive when I make this statement. For I am as you are also. The distinction being is I know by degree that which I am and that which I am not. The word love, when you seek to evaluate the nature of who and what you are, The word does not establish the meaning of what you are. Only what you are can establish the meaning of this. To arrive at that place of now, to arrive deliberately at this vibration of love that is you, not something to be sought after or acquired through either sense or mind, but to be known as you are now. The willingness to release your attention from the little considerations of this world long enough to remember your limitlessness, to identify that all you require or need is available in what you are, to remain in this, to get clear of that vibrational awareness, and then to learn how to adjust and change that vibrational awareness through the mechanism to bring down into form the light or the delight of what you are as a vibrational knowledge of a condition that you would call love, a vibrational frequency, not a word, although the word will become flesh, but to understand the vibrational nature of you, that you may alter the vibrational nature of your energy, of your awareness of what you are being, and alter that as it comes through form to give rise to conditions in your world and changes in conditions in your world. To give rise by the vibration of your awareness. Can you close your eyes for but a moment and your ears and stop your thinking and feel the limitless wonder that you are? And then to bring that incredible unrestricted nature of what you are down into the cells of this form, to give these cells the awareness of their own immortality by the nature of the life that is you moving through them. And imagine what life you would give to this world if you knew that you are the life of this world. And what would you give? And how would you offer your light to others that are in darkness? For if you see who you are, and you will see who the other is, there will be no other, but in the revelation of the other, by your perception of that which you are in them, you shall reveal to them that which they are. For from what you are, there will be no judgment, there will be no anger, there will be no fear. For limitlessness does not have those things. Those are limited considerations. Thank you. And so we find ourselves in this place, all of us, where the remembering of who you are is what you need to know. To know. To know. Not to think, to search, but to know. In this moment, can you close your eyes and be what you are without this world distracting? The limitless nature of what you are will transcend any fear. You can only be in fear if you believe you are less than what you are. You can only be angry if you believe that you are less than you are, or that you are powerless, that you are disconnected from your limitless potential. There can be no fear nor suffering from this perspective of being that you are. And what you need to know is this: And so we are all here with you in form and not in form to assist in a process that is equally as valid for us as it is for all else. The degree of separation is an illusion, but is a valid perception when you believe the perception. When you believe that you are separate, even though you are not, you will experience separation. If you believe you are suffering, even though you are not, you will be suffering with that perception. But the relinquishment of perception liberates the suffering and you from it. And then you move into service. So this word love, the vibration of your nature, which many have tried to describe in word, in song, in actions, there are degrees of pleasure, there are degrees of goodness, ennoblement of action that can unfold even from the perception of love. But the essence of love as it truly is, when fully expressed and articulated, has a much greater range of impact in terms of service and change in time and space and matter. There are less contrivances necessary when you are authentically in alignment with what you are. Cool. Good morning, everybody. I'm so grateful that that you've made it here today. Yes. We will begin some questions and answers. I also have the Divine Collective that are kind of been working. I mean, there's so many of these higher vibrational beings that are here with us now on non-physical realms, but they exist. I mean, we say this often, that just because you have eyes doesn't mean you're seeing everything. We know that the visual light spectrum, according to science, the visual light spectrum, your eyes can only perceive 10% of that. What's the other 90% that we do not see with our eyes and do not hear with our ears? It's amazing. And we need to engage more of that. So what do we need to know? Not just the word love or the word light or the word light worker, but to know the essence, the energy of that. What are you as an energy of light? What are you as an energy of love? What are you as an energy of compassion? What is that as an energy? To be that which you are, as opposed to thinking about it. To be it, as opposed to trying to figure it out. Because once you start to be it, once you're being love, once you are being compassionate, once you are being joy, when you are being that, your actions in this world are significantly different and far more reaching than they are when you're thinking about it or trying to figure it out. You don't have to figure out what you are. If you're attached to your suffering, if you're attached to your fear, if you're attached to your guilt, it does not mean that you are not what you are. It just means you are attached to something of a lesser perceptual reality. And your willingness to surrender, I'm not this anger, I'm not this fear, I'm not this guilt, I'm not this shame. Your willingness to surrender limiting perceptions can be very easy. All of you know this. Those of you that suffer know that if you are aware of your suffering, this is not who I am. I am not this suffering I'm feeling. I'm not this pain I'm feeling. I'm not this anger I'm feeling. That's not who I am. And then if you need to define yourself as what you are, then I am the love that will heal this pain. I am the love that will heal this anger. I am the love that will transcend and transform these conditions. I am that I am. It is important you understand this simple thing. You are not your anger. And when you know what you are not, you will come closer to what you are. But you must declare a thing for it to be so. You must declare a truth for it to be so. Well, so getting into this, when he came to me this morning, and I love it. I mean, these guys, They'll come to you when you least expect it. Showers, toilets, walking down the street, amazing things. And the minute you start learning to ask questions outside of what you know and learn to listen, like that's probably one of my hardest things to learn, was to really learn to listen. These guys have been talking my whole life, and it's only been the last couple of years that I've actually been able to hear them. But they are available, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. The answer to any question is available for every single soul on this planet. But they merely have to learn how to listen, how to be mindful. When you ask a question, really listen. You won't find the answers to your questions in what you remember. If you have a question, you're not going to find it in what you remember. You'll find it in the present moment. Wow, I'm just watching this ray of light here on the video. There's this beautiful golden ray. Can anybody else see that golden light coming down? It's really cool. Master Jesus, I love this guy. So yeah. So we're going to take some questions and answers. So what do you need to know? It's really important. You need to know who you are. And it's not a thinking thing. It's a being. And it's what you are being as an energy that's organizing the conditions in your world. It really is. There are practical things that you need to learn. You need to know how traffic works. You need to understand how to cross the street, how to, write, how to walk, how to talk. With certain fundamental things we have to train the body to do. Yeah, I have no idea where that golden light's coming from. It's not even. Yeah, it's so cool. and so phenomena are natural responses to an elevated state of energy. Miracles happen, thank you. Miracles happen in your life when you get closer to being that which you are, when you liberate yourself from the limiting ideas that you have given attention to, have been trained to give attention to. Then the miracles are natural phenomena of what you are. For what you are is limitless, and it knows how to take care of all aspects of itself. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that beam of light has been like that's so cool. It's not that they've never been that pronounced before. But Master Jesus, when he comes, I always get a lot of heat. But when phenomena like this, and this, you're going to see more stuff like this going on, folks. Like there's going to be more of this type of phenomena. As you get closer, and this is what they've been saying to me all morning, as you get closer to being what you are, this is what you need to know. Learning to be what you are as an energy. The word love, in English language, in any language, the word love can be loosely translated into being the highest possible conception of good encapsulated into my personal experience of awareness. And you can use your highest conception of that word love as a vibration. If you can align yourself to the vibration of that word is its highest possible feeling for you, the highest sensation of good. You can use your mental acquired beliefs about it, your perception, as a stepping stone to accessing the higher vibrational awareness that represents what you are, because love is what you are. Love is a vibrational awareness. The word love does not come close to representing what you are truly being. And as you get to that awareness, then you'll go into the experience. Well, what are you as a vibration of love? How do you feel? And tomorrow's Supernatural Saturday is going to be really great. The meditation is going to be all about this, getting into the limitless being of awareness of what you are. And you need to know this. What you are feeling is what is generating the experiences in your world. When my guardian angel John told me that a year and a half ago, when he said, listen, William, emotion is the fifth state of energy, and it organizes matter. And then you got people like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden and all these other beings come out that are validating this scientifically. They're validating that emotion organizes matter. And it does. I mean, when you're feeling joyful, that's so cool. The beam's going in front of me, and I don't even see it. That's so cool. When they start, he's telling me right now, when they start to show physical phenomena like this, when there's actual physical phenomena like this, That's when they're really coming through. And not just to me, but to all of us, to relinquish, thank you, they want me to say, to relinquish your fear will be of great service to liberating you from it. To relinquish your fear. That is not who you are. To relinquish, you must choose. You are free to choose to hold on to your suffering, to hold on to your anger, and you are free to relinquish it. That is not who I am. That is not who you are. And as you diligently and consciously carry this forth, you will discover by default who you are, for you will no longer be attached to who you are not. Okay, I will. Thank you. Question from Tanya. I know we can help ourselves with pain, but I want to know if my inner elbow is a phi or spiritual pain. It's increasing. Do you not know? Yes. Okay. What he's saying to me basically is, when you got physical pain like this, it is because of an emotional energy that happens somewhere in your life. Emotion and emotion energy goes through several states, right? And disease goes through several states. Disease goes through several states. We have a thought about it. We have a feeling about it. We repeat thoughts about it. We repeat emotions about it. Those emotions and thoughts combined generate a movement in electrons through the physical body. So if I'm in a state of joy, woohoo, that neurological energy that I'm aligning myself to goes through my nervous system and affects every cell in my body. Well, if you're raised in an environment or you're living in a situation or circumstance where you're exposed repeatedly to joy, you're going to generally be happy. If you're living in an environment, circumstances, and conditions where you're being exposed to suffering and fear and uncertainty, your nervous system will react to that and it will eventually embody it. So basically what he's saying is that pain in your elbow, that place, you need to stop feeling separate from it. You need to go into it from a perspective of compassion and love. Your highest vibrational conceptions of the meaning of those words will begin to give you immediate relief. Even now, if you move your energy into there, your compassion into there, you will feel immediate relief. Move your compassion in there. Move your awareness there. Move yourself there in your compassion. Bring your compassion there and feel how you, the transformer of matter, the extension of love and light, can alter matter from the mere awareness of what you are extended to what you are not. For what you give to that which you are not, you transform. Yes, and so repeated emotions, just to summarize, repeated emotions, positive or negative, get stored in precise locations in the body. In our mediumship program, which is starting in February the 13th, in our mediumship 102 and 101 programs, we get into great detail about how emotion and thought can become functional in the body and how to remove it from the body. If you've got a lot of pain and suffering, you don't have to carry it around. You can literally remove it from the body. You can transform it. Like you can take ice cube and turn it into water with a thing called temperature. You can take a diseased state in the body and with an intense vibration of joy and love, literally change it. And we have lots of students in our class that have experienced that. They've had massive changes in their life just by being able to generate an electrical energy in the form of an emotion that alters the matter and conditions in the body. And believe me, once you start toying around with this, you're going to get lots of opportunities to elevate your expression of self, your awareness of who you are as love. You'll get physical things coming up, these ascension symptoms that everybody's becoming aware of. They're not just symptoms to suffer by, they're also things for you to learn to transform, transmute, to assert the divine capabilities of what you are in terms of limitlessness. There's not any organ in the body, any nerve in the body, there's not one place in your physical body that will not be affected or respond to the nature of what you are being in any moment. And if you are being a vibration of joy, you will experience a certain energy in your body. If you're being a vibration of frustration, you'll experience a certain energy in your body. If you're being a vibration of anger, you're going to experience a certain vibration in your body. And your organs and nerves and these things you call your body will respond to the energy that you are utilizing at any given moment. Thank you. Yes, God is great. Absolutely. And you are in its image and likeness. You are in the image and likeness of this Almighty. All are, but few remember this. And they're here now to remind us all. Be very grateful. Thank you. Question from JC. Yesterday, I quickly felt tired, achy, and bad sensitivity to noise. Had to go to bed. Today, I'm feeling amazing. Can you explain what happened? Yes. Yes. Okay. When you felt that energy, you chose to leave your body. You put your body to rest. And when you put your body to rest, a lot of people think that when they go to sleep at night, they've gone to sleep. No, your body's at rest, and you, as the awareness, are liberated from the body. You're not localized to it anymore. And as a liberated awareness, your body and mind are affected in a state of sleep because of who you are being. You're not your body, you're not your mind. So when you put the body to sleep, you literally liberate yourself from it. And you literally transformed and transmuted those energies in the body from a perspective of soul, spirit of universal light. That's what soul stands for, spirit of universal light. So you literally stepped outside the form. That's why meditation is so powerful. That's why giving your body proper rest is so powerful. Why giving your body grounding is so powerful. Why giving your body healthy sunlight and food is so powerful. Because it's outside the confines of the form. You're bringing in energies that are outside of it. You're not localized to it. But a lot of people will wake up in the morning and look for their pain and suffering. They'll get up next morning, where's my pain? I want to find my pain. Oh, there's that knee's bothering me again. A lot of people will do that. And once you start realizing the pain is your friend, pain can become your friend. It's a call for love. I love that about Course in Miracles, where Master Jesus says, every human interaction, and that includes the interaction that you as an awareness have with your body's human, you are a spiritual awareness. Any human interaction is a condition of one or two things. It's either a call for love or an extension of love. So when you feel pain in your body or anger or fear in your mind, it's either a call for love or an extension of love. And anger, pain, and fear are usually calling for love. Give love. Master Jesus, he was quoted in the Bible as saying, love those that disrespectfully treat you. And I would retranslate that into give love to anything in your life, in your body, in your world. Give love to it as an energy, and you'll transform it. It will be renewed, literally. Yeah, you don't have to attack it. So that pain in your elbow or that pain in your neck, give it love. Your highest conception. The word love does not describe the feeling of love, and the feeling of love is not bound to the word. The feeling of love is a limitless capability of transmuting consciousness that can alter and change time, space, and matter into a completely different expression than what we as humans currently know, right? Yes. But we're going to know. We're in that process of transmutation right now. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Bethany. Good morning. Good morning. Question from Jana. How to ground the being when the outer senses fall away in meditation? Great question. The Divine Collective is saying it is very important in this condition of meditation, before you arrive in that condition, before you place your body into that place, it is important you formulate the intended result of your meditation, which would be to rejuvenate, to re-energize, to revitalize, to make whole this form, and then to align yourself deliberately to that awareness of being whole, complete, joyful, limitless. You are the orchestrator of matter now. As you awaken to your capabilities to create, to be, to do what you are, you become the orchestrator of matter. And there are many on your planet that have learned this and understand this, that can orchestrate great wealth and great control and power. They have learned that they are not subjective to matter, but they coordinate and organize it with the nature and quality of their emotional energy. So you must decide in advance that this condition will ameliorate certain conditions from your body, because that's what you are. Hi, Drusilla. Good to see you, darling. I don't, it's funny. I look around and I don't see that light anywhere, but I can see it in the screen there. It's amazing. Yes, it's Master Jesus coming in right into the back of my neck too. Question from Lauren: does Jesus have some guidance for me today? Wow. He's saying, are you listening? Are you paying attention, dear one? Are you paying close attention? It is that which you are being that gives you the uncertainty you need to release. So be what you are. Do not be your uncertainty. Be free of it. That is not who you are. That is not who you are. Question from Tina. Would Master Jesus speak to being vulnerable in order to open up your heart and communication? It is not so much about being vulnerable as that is a human consideration. It is more in alignment with the conception or awareness of being free and fluid in your ability to perceive and feel without restriction, without judgment, for it is the judgment that gives you the limitations on the perceptions you seek to liberate yourself from. Judge not, but be in that which you are, you will find all freedom. Being that which you are, you will find all freedom. You need to be less concerned with the frailties of your life and more in alignment with the, I will say, the invulnerability of what you are to the conditions of this world, and that you may liberate yourself from them in any moment. Wonderful. Question from Tanya. Yesterday I saw Mother Earth rising with all the animals and plant life starting to glow and shine. It was like a glimpse on what is to come. Anything she wants to say to us today? Yes. There's two things happening here. I got a guy, of course, is saying just yes, this is so. I am arising anew, and with some of you. And I got Master Jesus talking. He wants to talk a bit about Lazarus, the concept of Lazarus, not the story of Lazarus. That you are all Lazarus, to be arisen, to be raised from the dead. And from the dead, it is not meant that your body is dead. It is meant that your soul must be liberated from the confines of your humanness and take seat on the throne of its creative potential. To be resurrected is to be awakened, to be aware, to be free, to be what you are. And when you hear the statement, I am the resurrection and the light. That I am is what you are. It is unique and distinct in degree from the conditions of matter with which you have become so accustomed to believing define you. And when you are free to know who you are, you will discover a liberation, an arising of yourself from the old self, from the ashes of your past, to be liberated again into what you truly are, to be as you are, and to allow what you are to be in this world as you are. For how you would be in this world is very different than what you think you need to be in this world. And what you will say and what you will do are very different when you are who you are. To relinquish yourself from the conceptions that this world has imposed upon you, to align yourself to that light, to that love that has no restriction in its capabilities to organize and create conditions of matter. You will do much greater things in this world than you have ever done. But this can only unfold from the perspective of being what you really are. Lazarus is the arising of your soul out of the confines of a limited identity. I like it. Thank you so much. Question from Inshira. My son is in prison. He was tested for a virus a few days ago, and I haven't heard from him. Any messages about him today? Thank you. Place your fear aside, dear child. Your fear has no place between a mother and her love. Your fear has no place in this relationship. Release your fear. Be grateful. Reach out to him with your love and your gratitude and your excitement that he is with you in love and in joy. What else would you have in your life with him than this? It is only the love that establishes the truth of what it is you want. Do not have your fear as the cup that you would wish him to drink from. Offer your children your light and your love. Do not offer them your fear or your anger. Offer them your light and your love. No matter what age they may be, would you want to offer anything less to anyone else? Cool. Question from MTOPS Academy. As we are currently not who we are, who are we? When you are you are who you are. You are always who you are. The distinction is, are you in the illusion that you are not who you are? Is there one single thought or idea that binds you to one conception or one perception of who you think you are? You are the very nature of what you are. To deliberately, to intentionally embrace who you are would not require that such a question be asked. If you are seeking to ask this question to illuminate to others the distinction of who they are versus who they are not, then the question would be answered thusly: that you must release yourself from your thought for but a while. Release yourself from your body for but a while. The house will remain even if you leave it for a while. Leave your house and go out. Yes, he's referring to, I'm just correct. He's referring specifically to a process of meditation, literally getting your body and your mind quiet and still. Getting your body and mind quiet and still so that you can begin to experience what you already are. And it's true, you really start to. It just begins to happen when you stop the thinking mind and you stop the judgment. You start to feel a different you that's always there. It's the you that you talk to. Whenever you're trying to solve a problem in our life, it's the you that we talk to. I wonder what I can do about this. How can I fix this? You're talking. You're talking to yourself, right? Your higher self. Thank you for that donation, Silver King. Really appreciate that. But for you specifically, I would say to you, quiet your mind, and you will know who I am. For who I am is who you are. Yeah, the resolvable paradox. You're welcome. I just kind of, sweetheart, do you see a shaft of light anywhere around me coming down?
No.
Yeah, it's like, but it's here. It's amazing. It's this beautiful shaft of light. Incredible. Question from Edie. When we leave our physical body, can we choose to return? And if we do, we forget everything we learned from our previous life. Thank you. This is a great question, and I've asked this many times and gotten variations on that depending on a range of different things. And we actually cover this in our mediumship courses as well. When you are not in your body, you are aware of it. You actually contain your body in your energy. You contain your body in energy. It's the energy it's the life that is in the body is what you give to the body as the awareness, right? And that life that you have as awareness flows to you from infinite source, from all points of time and space. When you meditate, you can leave your body. When you go to sleep, when you so-called go to sleep, you leave your body. The question you're asking is, and this actually came up a couple of weeks ago, how can we remember past lifetimes? And what was the answer to that? He's saying there's no need to remember the past. If you understand who you are in the present, then all things are added on to you. There is nothing separate from you in this. There is nothing separate from you in this. Question from Luz de Luna. My dad has been eating only organic vegetables and almost no meat, but he still feels like he has no energy and is always in pain. What else can he do? The first words I'm getting is he needs to smile and be grateful for the change is unfolding into him. To be grateful and smile, even this perception of energy as being less is his awareness of something which is more, but his mind and his body cannot conceive of something greater than itself. But he, in his perception of the suffering of this, must recognize that the joy and the gratitude that he must embrace will bring forth that transformation into his body. The gratitude in the face of this, what you call lower energy, is the liberation to embrace this energy from a perspective of gratitude and joy. Have him do this. Have him feel that low energy state and be grateful and embrace it with his love. And the energy will be liberated from his perceptions of limit. For that which he seeks is that which he already possesses, but his body and mind interpret it very differently than he himself will as he embraces it with gratitude, and he will feel the change. He will feel the change, and you will come and declare this to us. It is his gratitude towards that, for that place in his body where he feels the energy most contracted, is where it will expand from, and gratitude and compassion and acceptance are the key. Love, have him love this, and he will find his freedom. Somebody said to me in the background, there's something about water. Something about water. He needs to drink more water. Somebody's saying, I don't know who this person is. He needs to drink more water. Very different being saying he needs to drink more water. Thank you for that question, Luz. I really appreciate it. A question from Oliver Holiness. I would really love to have your advice and help on helping my boys 10 and 14 with their anger and sorrows. Thank you. He's saying you do not need to help them with their angers and their sorrows. You need to help them with cultivating love. Do not seek to dispel their anger or sorrows by any form of force or disdain, but seek to teach them to focus on love. How would love treat their anger? How would love treat their sorrow? The loss that they feel is not a loss at all, but it's a misperception about life. It is a misperception that life somehow ends, and life does not end. It simply changes and transforms. But their ability to reach this dear one is within them. They feel it. They think they are somehow separate from it, but they are not. They're not separate from it. They may simply embrace it. That which they think they are missing is present with them, to be felt with them. Yes, the words "she is with them" keeps coming to me. She is with them. And they need to remember, and I don't know what that means or what that refers to, but they're saying she is with them. They need to remember that she is with them. The body does not define the soul or spirit. It is the spirit that does this. Wow. Thank you for that question, Oliver. Oh, you're welcome, Edie. Question from Blaine. Where are we when we are dreaming? Have we left the house, or are we swimming in the realms of the mind? You've answered your own question. When you are dreaming, you are still working with mind. Because remember, you're perceiving things. In a dream state, you're perceiving things like you're almost in a different body, but you're still in mind. When you liberate yourself from body, when you are truly liberated from your body, you do this consciously, and you are aware of your awareness being liberated from form. You'll experience this tomorrow when you come to the meditation with Master Jesus on Supernatural Saturday, where you get a chance to actually experience liberation from mind and body. But you're still in your mind. You're still examining mind stuff if you're dreaming. That does not mean that you do not have prophetic dreams, but that's a different process where you're moving up out of body and you're perceiving on a broader scale, wider bandwidths of time and space. As you learn to liberate your awareness, and this is really important, as you learn to liberate your awareness from your mind and your body, liberate your awareness from your mind and body and expand it out, you get to encompass more time and more space in your awareness, which is what all these ascended masters and multidimensional beings have learned to do. They got an extremely free awareness. They expand their awareness way out, right? And so you can actually tap into past lifetimes and future lifetimes. You know, you can move up in multi-dimensions into different levels of different realms of consciousness, other than what we perceive with our five physical senses or what we've experienced in time space before. But when you learn to liberate your awareness from the body, you start to experience more of what you can be aware of, because now your awareness is not localized to this physical point of time and space. Thank you. Great question, Blaine. Got time for one more question, guys, and it's going to come from Laughter. Who else would want to answer a question from Laughter? Is my higher self guiding me to leave my home and travel? I get a strong yes for that. But you need to bring You need to bring your mind into alignment with the joy of this journey. You are still conflicted in your mind, and yet in truth there is no conflict, except that you believe there is one. The idea of leaving your home is not a very effective term, for are you not in your home now? In where you are, your home is where you are. If you are in anger, if you are in fear, then you may feel like you are in a foreign land. But if you are in who you are always free. You are always free. Enjoy your travels. Enjoy them with love. And allow love to be the footprints you leave behind you. Thank you so much. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out today. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this information with other people. What do we need to know? You need to know who you are and who you're not. You're not your thoughts. You're not your body. You're not your emotions. You have them. You use them. We all do. But the key is to remember who you are. It's what we need. What all of us need to know right now is who you really are. And you're not your mind. You're not your body. And I encourage you, if you haven't, if you want to learn to connect to your guides, your angels, multidimensional beings, consider taking our mediumship courses. They start February the 13th. You can go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, and explore those. And if you want to support these messages, as some have done in the super chat, I really appreciate your contributions today, guys. Thank you so, so much. You can also support my work through my Patreon account, patreon.com/WilliamMichaelForbes. And all of the links to those, Patreon, PayPal, anywhere you can support the channel, can be found in the description box below most of my videos. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday for the meditation. That's going to be exciting. Meditation for getting closer to being who you are. I love it. And again, much love to everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful, joyful day. And thank you for coming out. Much love. Bye-bye.